Hi everyone. In the midst of the current COVID-19 crisis, many people are hurting. Unfortunately for those impacted only a short time ago by the devastating Victorian bushfires, this is now a double hit. Thanks to the generosity of the Baptist family, we've been able to put together a dedicated team made up of BUV support staff and pastoral support staff in local communities who are working hard to support those people and communities affected. This team is distributing the donations you so generously provided and giving much needed care and support. The work is only beginning and it will be a long road for many of these people, and the current COVID-19 crisis is not making things any easier. Despite the challenges, we are moved and encouraged by some of the stories we are hearing, and we will endeavour to keep you up to date as we hear these stories. Here's a story that was recorded recently, just before the COVID-19 shutdowns.
Hi, I'm Andrew Naylor. I'm here at Clifton Creek, which is in the Bairnsdale area. I'm here with Jeff Freiberg. He's from Bairnsdale Baptist Church, and he's just going to fill us in on some of the great work they've been doing up here.
So we're out at Clifton Creek at the Hubbard's family, which is a family from the Bairnsdale Baptist Church. That's their house just over there. Now we've been helping them to remove their fence line, which has all been damaged by the fires. Their whole house was surrounded by fires. The trees there are pretty wrecked, around here are pretty wrecked. One of the blessings of being able to help these guys is that then enabled us to help the next door neighbour. So we're also helping the next door neighbour who's really struggling a bit with their fences and with a couple other minor things. But it's a great opportunity to be able to just sort of invest in people's lives. Which we've had to take down until we've been damaged by the fires. One of the issues that people are facing is trees that, due to the fire, have been burnt out from the inside out, and so there's not much trunk left to actually hold the tree up, and so you end up with a tree of this sort of weight, which is just waiting to fall. First bit of wind that comes through. So we've actually had a family over here. We're providing an earth moving contractor for 2 or 3 days just to remove those dangerous trees, so that they're they can let the kids go out of the house so they can play in their own backyard. One of the things with the fires is it's sort of damaged a lot of the fence lines, which we've had to rip out and prepare for the next lot of fences. And as a church, we've provided about 350 hours of volunteer labour just to gradually work our way along the fences. And yeah, it's been a wonderful blessing to actually have that time together, to work together, but also to spend time with the property owners and just sort of, bless them with just some time and listening to their stories and just spending time. It's been great.
Good day, look, I'm Chris Piper. I'm doing some work for the Baptist Union of Victoria as a bushfire recovery advisor. We've been over here in Bairnsdale and Lakes Entrance for a couple of days, and this follows on from a couple of days we had last week over in Corryong. And what we're doing is working with those 3 Baptist churches to support the work they're doing with the bushfire affected communities. So they've been helping a number of individuals, either who've lost their property or have had their property or their fields damaged, and they've been providing a mixture of both sort of pastoral counselling support, but also practical work. They're buying things for them. Now we realise this is a long-term challenge. Those people particularly have lost their homes, they're living in temporary accommodation, they've got to have the land cleared, and the whole rebuilding process will take a long time. You can look around, you can see it's slightly deceptive. The trees they're blackened, but there's green in them. You look over at the grasslands and you think, well, we've had actually fantastic rain the last few weeks, but this was paddocks, dried out paddocks, and we've actually had some of these, the fires actually swept over these paddocks to take away a number of these homes. So the landscape is deceptive, and it's just, we're just finishing off our time here and going back and planning out what can happen in the weeks and months ahead.
Chris, just make sure you close the gate as we go through, mate.
Yeah, sure, mate.